Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Kansas Now. This is Tyler Stansfield Jaggers, your host, and this is an episode where we're going to be looking at what is Kansas in connection to the other neighboring areas, and specifically what are the districts for Topeka. So you'll notice here in Kansas, we have a neighbor to the right on the east of Missouri, a neighbor to the north of Nebraska, and then on the left here, you see how it says Denver. Denver's part of Colorado, the state of Colorado. And then a little bit south of Kansas is Oklahoma. And then kind of like down into the southeast, you got Arkansas. And then I don't know if you could see here, but yeah, I can do that. Okay, and then we got New Mexico over here. See where it says Santa Fe? Okay, and then to the northwest we have Wyoming, and there are. I mean, if you look at Oklahoma, there's a lot of Native American spots too, which is really cool. And looks like we got some. Looks like these are where the uh, kind of the Native American reservation areas are in near Topeka. And then um, let's see. Let's move on to the next picture. Um, okay, so we're gonna make this big. Pop. Okay, I'm gonna shrink this so you can see better. So before we go here, so the city of Topeka has got the heart here, and Topeka is in Kansas, and it's kind of in the northeast. And then you'll notice Kansas City is kind of a shared city between Missouri and Kansas. So when you go to the airport, it actually says you've crossed state lines into Missouri. You have Wichita here, which is the largest city population wise. And Manhattan, you'll hear Manhattan a lot. And Olathe, is actually a pretty nice city, I hear. I haven't been there yet, but people say that it's pretty nice there and they're seeing some good population growth. So let's zoom in, and there's Topeka. And then now we're going to look at the city council districts for Topeka. So in Topeka, Kansas, there are districts which determine what city council members your city council member. Okay. So that's important because, like, how do you know who to vote for, right? And let's zoom in. So you'll notice District 1, that's where I'm in, and that's near the river. Okay, and it all goes all the way downtown. Uh, and I like how this map shows the street names. So if you'll notice, District 1 is a very large district. So if you go, it has like 17th Street, goes as far south as 17th Street. And then I would say, if you look at this kind of looks like Kansas Avenue here. You see, let me go down. You see how that says Kansas Avenue? It goes a little bit, a little bit down, a little bit more. I mean, I would say, what is this, Branner? It's kind of a tricky map, So you really got to check out this map to find my council member. But District 1, I would say, as it goes like, is this calibrated to north south? I hope it is. So then, if this is calibrated to north south, then the farthest south it goes is 17th for District 1. How west does it go according to this map? Really, the bulk of District 1 gets cut off on gauge, but you'll notice If you're by that freeway, it looks like there might be some properties there. Um, the 75 freeway is kind of that cutoff. Okay. All right. And then definitely the northern barrier of District 1 is the river. Okay, let's look at District 2. District 2 is an even bigger district. Wow, that's a really big one. Look at it go. So the District 2, that's your North Topeka. Hey, now we figured it out that this is north. Because above the bridge is above the river is north, duh. So sorry about that. Yeah. So District 5 is the most southmost district. District 1 is pretty north, but it doesn't go as far north as District 2. Okay, got my west east calibrated here. Um, let's take a look here. Number 2. Um, Wow. Okay, so it looks like the very, very top edge for part of District 2 is 35th Street, and that but the bulk of it's cut off at Menninger Road. Okay. What else do we have? As how far east does the district really go to? Wow, it goes far. Technically, the airport's part of District 2, that airport area for the municipal airport. And Rice Road. Okay, Rice Road. Let's see, what else do we have? 10th Street. Okay, so it goes about as far south as 10th Street, but it's kind of a jagged map there. Let's see, take a look at the west. It goes 17th Street, and then it gets cut off. Kind of looks like it's like arbitrarily cut off here. I'm not really seeing a street or anything else. This just looks like it's cut off because that's the city limits maybe for the north part. Okay, so now we got 1, 2, District 1, yay. District 2 is looking good. District 3, here we go. This is important because now you know who you vote for. Because if you're voting for city council, you can only vote for your district city council member. That's the only one you'll see on the ballot is those people who are part of your district. Like, for example, I can't vote for and control is the city council person for District 3, because I live in 1. Okay. So there we go. District 3, this is an interesting spot here. You'll notice, I'm going to give myself some more room. You'll notice District 3 is cuts between downtown, a little bit of downtown, a lot over the east. It goes far to the east here. Let's see, the northmost boundary of the District 3 is, it looks like Bates Road, and oh, I see the train tracks. Do you guys see that? The train tracks. So the train tracks on the westmost part of District 3 is Lawrence Street for the north part. Let's keep looking. Okay, looks like it's got another connector around 10th Avenue, sorry. So 10th Avenue is kind of where it intersects with both, or I guess it's adjacent to District number 2 and District number 1. And let's see. If you live in District 3, like if you live near Hillcrest Park, there's a good chance that if you're on the northwest or east side of Hillcrest Park, then you're in District 3. If you're on the south side of Hillcrest Park, you're probably in District 4. Let's see what parks are in District 1. Mead Park. If you live near Mead Park, you're in District 1. Auburndale Park, you're in District 1. Wow, there's a lot of parks in District 1. Let's see. Willow Park. Where's the library? I want to see where the library is. Okay, so we go to 10th Street. Okay. The library. Library is not that. I mean, the library is pretty close. So let's just go. Let's go through here. So let's say we're on. Is that Topeka Boulevard? Okay, we're on Topeka Boulevard. We turn right on 10th Street. Then we are still in District 1. Then we're driving through. And then driving through. Okay, Washburn. Okay, then College. MacVicar. Oh, here is a library right here. It's kind of by Garfield Washburn. I would say that the library is probably in District 6 because this is District 6. Do. Okay, cool. So, because it's kind of on the south side of 10th Street, 10th Avenue. So there we go. We're not done looking at 3 though. Glen Park. Okay, so the southmost part of District 3 is 35th Street. Nice. All right, moving on to District 4. Oh, wow. Look at District 4. What do you say? This is massive. This is a big district. District 4. Hey. It's next to Lake Shawnee. There we go. It looks like, I wonder what this, how come this is a different color? Maybe they're considered part of a different something, because it's like this is a slightly different color. Oh, maybe because these are the I'm not sure. I would expect that this would have been part of 4, but it looks like it's a different color. Doesn't that look like a different color to you? Maybe it's because there's no homes there, and it might be just something else. But it definitely looks down here, this area. Maybe it's not incorporated into Topeka. It might be it's its own thing. Not sure. But 4 is a very large district. And this one's a little bit more square. It encompasses the stuff that is south of 21st Street. That's its northernmost area, Croco. 45th, roughly. And also, look at this. Look at these guys. There's probably some homes here that are near 45th and California, near Adams-ish. So if you're part of Topeka and you're south of 45th, but you're east of Adams, you're probably part of District 4. And moving on. And I like how the districts are kind of like somewhat adjacent to each other. So it's not like 1 and then 7 and then, that's cool. That's like, see, 7 should be far away from 1. And then see, if I'm got 1 and then 2's near it, 3's near it. That's interesting that 4 is closer to, I guess, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I see how they did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They did it clockwise. They did a clockwise rotation on it. That's cool, right? Instead of being like, 1's the center and then it radiates out. So if I had to guess, they kind of did it via clockwise. Very logical. Okay, 5. Here we go. Let's have fun here. Here we go. 27th Street. It's the northernmost barrier. Not barrier, but, part. If you're south of 27th Street, and definitely if you're south of 29th Street and near Topeka, then, wow. And then look at the west. We're going to the west here. Southwest Arnold Avenue. So if you're east of Southwest Arnold Avenue, there's a good chance you're in 5, District 5, voting District 5 for City Council. Let's go Burlingame Road, 470. Looks like 50. If you live north of 57th Street, there's a good chance that you are still in Topeka. And if you're probably in District 5, if you're near Topeka Boulevard, 57th Street, there is some, I think some of this is industrial. I'm not sure. Maybe that's why it's not considered part of it. But you see here, see this like Terra and the Heights and like there's definitely properties here. So you're in 5. Mm-hmm. Looks like there's a nice neighborhood here. Cool. Near 45th. And the eastmost part, I would guess it's kind of related to Quincy. This looks like an arbitrary shaped boundary here. Probably there's nothing really over there much. Okay. Let's keep going. 5. And there it is. 6. Which is my neighbor of 1. District 1. And then here's 6, my buddy. So here we go. 6. Oh, 6th northernmost point is 6th Avenue and 10th Avenue, depending on what part you're looking at. Washburn Avenue. Okay. Gage, that's easy to remember. If you're east of Gage, if you're not sure and you're east of Gage, you're probably in 6th. Depending on, if you're in the center of the city and you're east of Gage, just east of Gage, you're probably, in 6. Okay. What about the east? What is it like on the east? Washburn, yep. But it looks like the divots in there. There's a little like part where 3 goes into it. And that is College Avenue. So District 3 has got part of College Avenue. Probably because this is one community or something. You never know. Some of these district slice ups just kind of happen their own way, They do their own thing. 7. Let's look at 7. 29th Street. What do we got? 29th Street. Oh, wow. This is an interesting shape. Look at that. It goes really far down. Basically, if you're south of 29th Street and west of Twilight Drive and Arnold, there's a good chance you're in District 7. Okay, but I mean, this one's pretty simple to think about. If you live in Topeka and you're south of 29th and you're west of Twilight, then you're probably on 7. And if you're near the 470, if you're north of 470 and you're in these like housing areas around here, like Seabrook, then you might be in 7. But a big chunk of them are over here. But yeah. So if you're in this spot, you're of course you're in 7. But if you're not sure, just double check your map. Okay. 8 is a very west kind of a district here. And it's interesting because it looks like District 9 deeply juts into it. But it's in between 21st and 29th, other than this 25th Street thing where 9 has part of that. Sometimes these things relate to population distribution, so there's kind of a balance in the voters, the amount of voters for the district. Other reasons might be it's like it might be one spot where, because you see how this looks kind of like a cul-de-sac and all the properties look like they're part of one kind of thing. Like let's look at this part near Candle Tree. All these properties kind of look like they're one style, but then you look over here and it's just a little different. It might be when the construction has to do with it. That would be something I want to look into, is how these district lines are formed. But that's 8. And then what do we got? 9. This is a big one. 9. Wow. 9 is west of Gage It's neighbors with 8, 6, 1, and a little bit of 2. And it's just west of Gage and above 21st. And you're in District 9. South of the river, it's a big district. It looks like this one has a lot going on here. Fairlawn, McVicker, no, Wanamaker. No. Wanamaker. Okay, so you think about the ones that are near Wanamaker, right? The districts that are near Wanamaker are very important because that's one of the big commercial areas for Topeka. So you would think that some of the most important district areas would be the ones that relate to commerce, relate to where the most commerce happens and where the most population distribution is. So 9, 8, and 7, their decisions that they make are going to affect Wanamaker Road a lot. And then District 1, 3, and 5, their decisions, like they're really responsible for Topeka Boulevard and Kansas Avenue. I mean, the 1, 3, and 5 have a big responsibility to Topeka Boulevard and Kansas. Because without Topeka Boulevard, Kansas Avenue, Wanamaker, and I guess Fairlawn a little bit, like your commercial endeavors are going to be rough. And why is that important? Because you need that for the sales tax. So I hope this was enjoyable to go through all the city council districts for where you vote for city council in Topeka. My name's Tyler Stansfield Jaggers, and thanks for watching Kansas Now. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Have a great day.